Greetings everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z and welcome to another game. This is going to be a series from the Deadman Cup. It is going to be featuring Sonic spawning as the yellow Nidal player at the bottom right. He will be playing up against Look Around, who is Hawk. He will be spawning as the blue human at the top left, my mistake. It is going to be over the map known as Ancient Isle, as the Nidal player going for a very standard build, AOW creeping over that orange camp, and oh my, seems to me like the human player is gonna send in that militia and pull up the creeps, and oh my god, Nidal player is screwed big time. Those things are gonna hit hard, and oh my god, are they gonna take it down or pull back? Okay, they're gonna pull back. He did pull up a wisp to repair it, but he can't actually repair it unless and until the whole building is done. And the human player gonna be pulling up the peasant towards the inner side of the base and gonna be planting a farm. Both of the altars are ready. Human player gonna be getting a Archmage AM and the Demon Hunter for the Nidal player. Pretty standard build so far by both of the players. And let's see how this game turns out. Human player will obviously go for power creeping over this camp unless and until he wants to go for something different, something like a extra aggressive harassment rush like thing. That does not seem to be the case. He does not have a lumber mill or anything like that for the towers, which was a very popular strategy at one point of the game, especially against Nidal players, because Nidal players have so less to defend with against ranged units. These things are good, but they can only hit melee units, and well, they're good at tanking, but they deal so slow damage. And well, Nile player playing real carefully at this camp. He does not want to take out any of the units with that AOW, because that's not going to be giving him experience. Even they're going for the power creeping at the same camp on his side of the base. And give me a moment. Alright, that was my clock. I just turned it off. Alright, human player creeping at this orange cap, gonna be getting him near to level 2. Nile player also near to level 2, getting gloves of haste. That's obviously gonna be helping out the DH a lot. Human player also getting gloves of haste. That's not going to be helping the Archmage out a lot. Although he could keep it, he could sell it out later on. Nile player going for some creeping at this null camp. He's obviously gonna get level 2 from that and pull back to the base. He does not want to lose a lot of hit points from that, more of the engagement. And okay, it seems to me like Nidal player going for some creep pulling, and he's gonna go for the Shadow Troll Priest, obviously. Shadow Troll Priest is such a useful unit at the early point of the game for any player basically. I mean, it can heal, it can abolish, it has that dispel magic spell, and it also deals quite a good amount of damage. Although it's quite frail. I would agree, it's quite frail and weak, and human player, I want to say the Nidal player's DH did engage over there, did try to attack the footman, and he totally knows that the human player is in pursuit. Human player is gonna get in there and do some damage. Nidal player getting the boost of speed. That's obviously gonna be helping him a lot in taking out the units one by one, picking up them apart. Nice detonating over there, I can say, because that were obviously used to kill off the water elementals. Nidal player's archers now shadow melding, saving them right on time. Good play there by both the players, and the human player planning to retreat back, it seems to me like. And human player, well, going back, also splitting up his army kind of. He's sending back those weak footmen, and he's splitting his army. And is he gonna be going for an engagement? Perhaps. He is moving toward the Nidal base with those units and just pulling away the weaker footmen toward the inner side of the base. They are safe and sound now in the range of that Arcane Tower, and that Arcane Tower dealing some nice heavy blows over that DH, burning up a lot of mana. And Yumler going after the Wisp. That is what he needs to be going after before he goes after anything else. He didn't want to go for the Moonwell, probably because it was almost ready. And oh, is he gonna detonate? No, he's gonna heal up a little. Moonwell still has some mana left. And a nice little Wisp microing, sending inside the weaker ones and then pulling it a few out. I'm gonna be having them do some lumber, and oh my god, one of them did went down, and Naga Seavage being pulled out by the Nidal player as a second hero. Night Elf army are gonna be attacking the human player's units one by one, picking them apart. Oh my god, and he may just be able to take out this this footman as well. And okay, no cold arrow. Some reason he wasn't using cold arrow and that last attack. And okay, a blacksmith. Seems to me like we're gonna be seeing some rifle caster type gameplay. You know, we're trying to power build this arcane vault, but oh my god, 5 peasant on 1 vault, but they were still not be able to power build up that building before the DH took it down. And the human player now in pursuit of the Nidal player. He's gonna go after that DH, land of cold arrows, and two more hits would have ended that DH lifespan for now. Anyways, so human player gonna go back to the base. Arcane Vault, sold off the gloves, and getting that scroll of healing. Didn't get a potion of clarity, probably didn't have gold or something. Yep, probably not. Was probably saving up for that, and I would recommend he would get that. I mean, it's so important to get your mana up and ready. Now, and Nidal player now going for another attack. He's going for the offense. He's going for the human player base, and the human player, well, he's not in any position to go back there and defend. He's in engagement of a red camp, and red camps do take a lot of time and a lot of hit points out of your units for the time being. And oh my god, the arcane vault is gonna go down again. It seems to me like Nidal player totally attacking. Human are not pulling out any, well, not more than just 1 footman to try and repair it. And now he's actually pulling the peasants towards the inner side of the base. And well, after that went down, human doesn't want to go back. He actually wants to go to this goblin merchant camp, and he totally doesn't want to engage for some reason. All right, he's gonna try and repair that. Oh, he's gonna lose peasants while doing so. He's gonna try and pull those units toward the inner side and try them. Okay, seems to me like the DH ran a little towards the outer side. Probably wanted to get something from the shop. I don't know what though. Staff of teleportation perhaps, and did engage the human player right over there. He spotted him, and he's gonna go for some damage. He was able to get one of the riflemen to 50% hit point, but well, that's not quite very too much enough. Human players Archmage seems to be did seem to be under scroll of healing and potion of clarity. I did see those what do you call it, aura.
A player's forces are under attack.
I did see that a little animation aura over him of that being used. And oh my, human player now pulling up a few militiamen trying to do damage over the Naga Seavage, but okay, losing 2 in the process. He probably does not want to lose all that many. He needs to keep them a little back, or I don't know how well of a micro game you can play with those things. Human player now returning back to the base, and Nidal player will come back in. Okay, having a little back and forth action. Well, Nidal DH tries to get in there, and well, did manage to kill one of the footmen, and that's just how the harassment game works out. And human player seemed to be just using a Fork Lightning, which killed the Shadow Troll Priest for the Nidal player. Nidal player now planning to retreat back, or maybe not. He's gonna get in there with the DH. Well, he's gonna go out again, wait out towards the outer side of the base, and go for some creeping over here. Set up his unit for creeping, while the human player now heals up all of his units using the scroll of healing from the newly built arcane vault, and okay, DH is still outside of the base in pursuit of the human player. Alrighty, human player slowing the DH down, and it's gonna go back. It's not gonna be able to do a lot while it's being slowed by a sorceress. Now human player rushing towards the enemy base's red camp, and well, he's gonna be able to get a lot of good experience out of that. Also some good items. He got a wand of the wind from the lifeline, and well, I can't say that it's a bad item. It's a good item. It can actually help him out a lot by taking out those bears for a short amount of time out of the equation of the battle, and he's getting healing wards. That's a really good item as well. And he's gonna go for the attack, it seems to me like, with the Nidal player. Okay, Nidal player with a bear. He's with a druid of the claw, and he's gonna go for the attack over the arcane wall. The arcane wall is probably gonna go down again. I mean, totally again. But the human player going for the engagement. The human player is attacking those moon wells one by one, and oh my god, he is going to be able to do a lot of damage. Nidal player not getting a very good position to defend off against this kind of an attack, this kind of a ranged attack with those riflemen. You know, they're having 5 riflemen, no upgrades over them, but they are still dealing good amount of damage. And okay, now the Nidal player got towards the inner side of the base. He totally found out that there's a small little entrance, and he's getting in, and he's gonna be able to deal a lot of damage. Okay, simultaneously we're having action on 2 sides of the maps, one over here, one over there. Can't say how to keep track of both and see who's actually getting the upper hand. I mean, it's going to be hard for both of the players actually too. While the human player tries to defend his base, he's also trying to attack the Nidal player's base, and the same goes on the Nidal player, where he is going for some heavy harassment over the inner side of the base. He's also trying to defend his base at the same time to try and make the human player TP back, but the human player is not going to TP back, it seems to me like. The human player is not TPing back at all. Well, the Nidal player goes for the attack over the barracks that are riflemen in training. It's gonna come out soon. Nice little fork lightning, killing off that footman, and it seems to me like the human player lost all of the footmen in the process while trying to attack. And well, even though he did lose, he did manage to kill not 1, not 2, but 3 moonwells, and that is huge. One more building down for the Nidal player. He managed to kill 4 buildings with this rifle caster push, while defending his base with just militiamen, starting off with just militiamen, that is, and now with 1 rifleman and 2 casters. And well, that is pretty good. Well played by the human player. And Nidal player is losing. He's totally losing this game now. The human player only kind of lost a few units. Nidal player lost everything, and there goes the GG by Soink. Good game, well played there by both players. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next game, and well, see you guys later.